Now, all the class horses will be going to Cheltenham on Saturday for a fascinating card. But the big betting race of the weekend is at Doncaster with the Skybet Chase. I've been joined by renowned punter and tipster Bruce Jackson, who's going to give us his early thoughts on the Skybet Chase. Bruce, they've made Hold On Julio favourite, about 4-1 chance. What do you think? Bit short?
I think desperately short. He's gone up in the handicap £11, but obviously everyone's been really impressed with the way he won last time at Sandown. Deserves the rise, but he's moving into a different category now. The Skybet Chase is a really classy handicap, attracts the better horses. He's got to prove to be nearly a 150 horse to win it. He's still got a long way to go in my book. And he's just so short, single figure price, 4-5-1 is ridiculously short in a very, very competitive race.
Okay, next in the list is Shakalaka Boom Boom. He's on for a 3-timer.
Yeah, he's a horse that's proved me wrong a few times, and I know he's Nicky Henderson's Grand National sort of hope. He's in there with a fighting chance, but again, he's sort of like very short in the betting, has got, again, take another step forward, and I've always had my few little doubts about him, but he has grown up this year, and he's won well the last 2 times, so I can't fault him, but I'd want to be against him. Okay, well, he's an 8-1 shot, as is 1833. You more fancy him, do you? Yeah, I think he's come down a couple of pounds for having sort of run. I don't know whether he did run poorly in the Hennessy, but he's got beat about 20 lengths in a usual sort of real strong renewal of the Hennessy. Skybet's a little bit of a lesser race than that, so he's come down a bit. And then you look back, he got beat by Summersby in a sort of 3-runner race when he was prepping for the Hennessy. And with Summersby having won last weekend so well at Ascot, he's now in the high 160s, going up to the 170s. There's an argument to say that if he could reproduce that run against Summersby up again at 3 miles, then sort of he's got a bit of a chance. But I've got my doubts about him. I think he's a little bit of a hole in him. 3 miles, it's going to be a ragged race, as a Skybet Chase always is. They'll go a million miles an hour. I think you want to be against him again still. Okay, and before we move on to your main fancy, just a quick word on Quan Shan Leader there about 9s. Yeah, sort of Emma Lavelle's horse again. Sort of, there's no substitute for good course form at Doncaster. He's won twice around there from 2 runs. Again, he's another one that's gone up in the weights a bit. I think again he's got a little bit to find, but I think he'll be in there up the straight and sort of fighting. But I think 4th or 5th, beaten about 5 or 6 lengths is my view of where he'll finish.
But it's Quan Shan Leader and Jack Doyle entering the final 100 yards. Benny Be Good coming right back at him in another thriller here at Doncaster. Quan Shan Leader and Benny Be Good. Quan Shan Leader won it by about a neck from Benny Be Good.
So that's the top 3 or 4 dealt with. Now we move on to your selection, which is?
Well, I'm going to go for Calgary Bay. Henrietta Knight's team is in such blinding form. I just thought his win at Cheltenham last time was brilliant. He's been one of my favourite horses. It's a bit like Auto Star, hiding his light under a bushel last year. Wasn't quite firing sort of like totally. Back this year, I think he's back really on good form. The Cheltenham race, I think, was very, very good. There was a horse that finished behind him there, Cape Tribulation, that is going to reoppose again. He's going to be £5 or £6 better off. And I think those 2 could fight out the finish. Calgary Bay, I say, has gone up a few pounds, but I just thought he won that race really nicely. I think the flat track at Doncaster will suit him even better. Certainly will suit Cape Tribulation better, which is another reason I think he'll get closer. But I think Henrietta Knight at the moment could be another one for Hen.
Yeah, and then about the 12-1, 10-1 mark, that's good enough, is it?
I still think that's great value. I mean, pricing up myself, I made him about a 6-1 joint favourite.
Okay, there you have it then. Calgary Bay to beat Cape Tribulation. What more do you want?